So I wanted to welcome everybody to AFLA28. It's being jointly run by people at opposite ends of the earth. We have McGill University and National University of Singapore. And you'll see people, representatives of both universities here. And I just wanted to say, we're very sad that you're not going to be coming to Montreal on one hand, because it's really a beautiful time of year to be here. And the last time we had a nice walk on the mountain at a break, and that won't happen. The upside is that it's great to have people from all over and have it be accessible. Time zone issues aside, I know that those in Europe are probably sleeping now. And for the morning ones, it's a bit hard for the people on the West Coast, but it is good to see the representation that we have here. And there are other things that get quite exciting once you can have a kind of virtual conference, which is getting people from all over, also for the guest speakers. So we're really happy to have our guest speakers, and I think this is the next slide. Hold on here. So we were following in the footsteps. I just rewatched Micho's Welcome from last year. So we're following in the footsteps of what Singapore did last year, which is we're trying to encourage and enhance the visibility of junior researchers. So we're having a very nice panel of junior speakers. Also, for the first time, we have a native language consultant, and Bululana, I see, is here already. So Jed Pizarro-Guevara, postdoc at UMass, Sam Zukov, postdoc at Leipzig, Bululana Razafmbelu, who is a language consultant at McGill, much cherished, Josina Vanderklok, a postdoc at Oslo, and soon will be at Humboldt, and Victoria Chen, senior lecturer at Victoria University in New Zealand, but currently in Taiwan sabbatical. So this is, we're looking forward to hearing from all of these people. And just something about the talk. So what I've done is I've just cut and pasted from an email that I think everybody got. It's the usual in virtual land. So the chats will be off during the talks. And then there will be information given to you about how the questions will be asked, but I think it's similar to what's been done at other conferences, and now we're getting a bit used to this. People are encouraged to say, and this will be in the instructions, in order to, so kind of a theme of diversity and inclusivity, mention whether or not they're students, and can mention pronouns as well. So, and then the chairs may not take questions in the order they come in again, in order to try to keep diverse representation. But here are the links. These will slide by too quickly for you to just know that they're there, and they should be in the emails. Yes, we'll also be using Slack. So this can be offline, asking questions and trying to encourage discussions, continuing discussions about the talks. As you found out as you got on, these are being recorded. So they will be recorded and posted online. And one of the other things that's nice about accessibility is that these will be accessible on YouTube later. And for somebody who missed a lot of AFLA last year, that was very nice to be able to go back and see things on YouTube. So you should know that it's being recorded. And so you can just, if you don't want your video recorded or say anything, you can turn these all off. All right. Now the social sessions, again, using GatherTown as was done last year. And here are the relevant, there's the relevant accessibility site, a site that you can get on. But so the blocks, so there are 6 blocks. The block 1 and 2 are for students. There will be student mixers similar to the other time. Then there will be general mixers. Block 5, so last year, the business meeting was beforehand. This year, it's during the conference. And again, we encourage people to come, again, acknowledging that this is difficult. It's an evening Eastern Standard Time meeting, which means hard for those in Europe. And then block 6, it's the end. So I do want to say just a little bit about the code of conduct. This is something that's we made a decision to include. So it's adopted from REAL, which is Resources of Equity and Inclusivity in Linguistics. It would be interesting to get feedback on this. I find it useful to not be the end of the discussion, but a start of discussion. I hope that people look at it carefully and discuss it and ingest it, understand it, and then give feedback. But AFLA has been known as one of the nice things about AFLA is I do think it's a friendly environment. It's an encouraging environment. We don't want to have any flies in the ointment here. I think for the most part, it goes along very smoothly, but let's keep that happening and be mindful of how comments might be taken. Anyway, I just hope that people take this seriously and we continue AFLA in the ways that has happened in the past. Okay, so the other thing just is to thank people, in particular, the financial support, which is basically all coming. First of all, we don't need as much, but we are very thankful for the financial support coming from Singapore. So Singapore Ministry of Education. I noticed last year that Micho thanked taxpayers in Singapore for this money. I will second that. Okay, and then the organizers, these are listed on the website. I won't go through any of all of these, but it's been crucial. And for me in particular, I just have to say that now that it's all very tech oriented, this would not have been possible without the technical support that we've had. I think this is all that I want to say, but mainly I will just say that I think it's important that we encourage the new members in coming for the first time or presenting for the first time, and if anybody can give them comments offline, emails, this would be much appreciated. Okay, so enjoy. And I think we have a few minutes before the talk starts, so we can take quick, yes, Henderson's nodding, we can just take quick breaks, but enjoy the conference. And just going back, if you have any concerns, please get in touch with members of the organizing committee. We've had the email is online, but if you want to get in touch with any of us individually, we will make all of our emails available as well. All right, have fun.